Hello, welcoming you all again to this session. In previous session, we discussed multiplexing and their three basic techniques. Now, what is the multiplexing? Is multiplexing is a process of combining a multiple signal into one signal over a shared medium, in which we studied three basic multiplexing techniques. First one is frequency division multiplexing. Second one is wavelength division multiplexing, and third one is the time division multiplexing. In today's session, we discuss on time division multiplexing and multiplexing applications. So let us start with the definition of multiplexing. A multiplex is the set of techniques that allows the simultaneous transmission of multiple signals across a single data link. Let us start with the time division multiplexing. Time division multiplexing, or TDM, is digital process that allows several connections to share the high bandwidth of a line. Instead of sharing a portion of bandwidth as in FDM, time is shared. So in frequency division multiplexing, we share the bandwidth, that is F1, F2 and F3. So in time division multiplexing, we are sharing the time. Each connection occupies a portion of time in the link. All the data in a message from source 1 always go to one specific destination, be it 1, 2, 3 or 4. The delivery is fixed and unvarying, unlike switching. Let's repeat. Time division multiplexing, that is TDM, is a digital process that allows several connections to share the high bandwidth of a line. Instead of sharing a portion of bandwidth as in frequency division multiplexing, in time division multiplexing, time is shared. So we studied in frequency division multiplexing, we are sharing the bandwidth frequency, that is F1, F2 and F3. Where in TDM, each connection occupies a portion of time in the link. All the data in a message from source 1 always go to one specific destination, be it 1, 2 or 3. Delivery is fixed and unvarying, unlike switching. So in this slide we have the figure in which in multiplexing we have this input signals, that is 1, 2, 3, and in demultiplexing also we have the output 1, 2, 3. So which are the inputs from multiplexing are flow, that is data flow to demultiplexing. So time division multiplexing is a digital multiplexing technique for combining several low rate channels into one high rate one. Time division multiplexing, that is TDM, has two different schemes. One is synchronous and another one is statistical. In synchronous TDM, each input connection has an allotment in the output, even if it is not sending data. In synchronous TDM, the data flow of each input connection is divided into units, where each each input occupies one one in one input time slot. A unit can be a uh, one bit, one bit, one character, or one block of data. Each input became one output unit and occupies one output time slot. Let's repeat. TDM has two different scheme. One is synchronous and another one is statistical. In synchronous, each input connection has an allotment in the output even if it is not sending data. So in synchronous, if we are not sending the data also, the output has the data. In TDM, data flow of each input connection is divided into units. It may be a one bit, one character, or one block of data. Each input became one output unit and occupies one output time slot. So let's see from this slide, we have the picture of TDM. We have the picture of time division multiplexing, that is TDM, synchronous. So the duration of output time slot is n times shorter than the duration of an input time slot. If an input time slot is Ts, the output time slot is T in S, where n is the number of connections. So as in the slide we have the figure that is just multiplexing, in which we have the time slots, that is T time slot A1, A2, A3 and B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Data are taken from each line every T second. So the data is taken from each line which has T seconds. For A it is T, for A2 it's a T, for A3 it T. So which is again send, that is each frame in 3 time slot. So next it is divided into each frame in 3 slots. Each time slot duration is T by 3 seconds. So whereas as shown in this figure, so the data is sent in T second and the output is divided into 3 slots, that is T by 3. Therefore as shown in the first slot, that is T by 3, T is divided into T by 3. It means in 1 T we are sending 3 data, A1, B1 and C1. So this is called as frame 1, and then the second one is frame 2, in which we have A2, B2 and C2, and frame 3 which has A3, B3 and C3. In synchronous TDM, a round data unit from each input connection is collected into a frame. Time slot are grouped into frames. A frame consists of one complete cycle of time slot with one slot dedicated to each sending device. In a sending device, in a system with n input lines, each frame has n slots, with each slot allocated to carrying data from specific input line. So as we discussed, Here we have in this slide also we have the figure in which we shows a time period t, in which in multiplex we are sending we are having the time t second, in which we have the data a1 a2 a3 b1 b2 b3. Data are taken from each line every ts. So here we have ts, and when it comes out we have this data in three slot, that is t by 3, in which we have a1 b1 and c1. So that is nothing but a complete cycle, one complete cycle, and we are calling it as a frame. So therefore each frame is 3 time slot. Each time slot duration is 1 by t second. So let us understand by solving the example. In the figure, the data rate of each input connection is 3 kilo kilobit per second for 1 bit at a time is multiplexed. A unit is 1 bit. What is the duration of A? Each input slot, B is each output slot, and C each frame. So in this slide also we have the same figure. So to first we have to solve what is A, each input slot. So the answer is the data rate of each input connection is 1 kilobit per second. This means that the bit duration is 1 divided by 1000 or 1 millisecond. The duration of the input time slot is 1 millisecond as bit duration. Second is each output slot. The duration of each output time is 1/3 of the input time slot. So this means that duration of output time slot is 1 by 3 millisecond. And third one is each frame. So each frame carries 3 output time slot. So the duration of frame is 3 into 1 divided by 3 millisecond or 1 millisecond. The duration of frame is same as the duration of the input. So let's see what is statistical time division multiplexing. So the statistical multiplexing is the number of slots in each frame is less than the number of input lines. The multiplexer checks each input line in round robin fashion. It allocates a slot for an input line if the line has data to send. Otherwise, it skips the line and checks the next line. Let's repeat. In statistical multiplexing, the number of slots in each frame is less than the number of input lines. The multiplexer checks each input line in round robin fashion. It allocates a slot for an input line if the line has data to send. Otherwise, it skips the line and checks the next line. So in the next slide we have a figure which shows the time division multiplexing slot comparison. One figure which shows the synchronous some slot are empty because the corresponding line does not have data to send. So in synchronous say figure, so we have a multiplexing in which we have the line A, the data is A1, and line B, the data is B1 and B2, and in line C no data is there, and in line D data D1 and D2, and in line E data E2, that is E1 slot is empty. So in the output is we have A1 B1, again A2 is not there, therefore in second frame A2 is that is empty box and B2 is there, and in first frame C2 is there is no C2 that is data, therefore C1 sorry, there is no C1, therefore that block is empty, and D1 is there, therefore there is D1, and E1 is not there, therefore E1 is not in that box. Whereas in second frame we have A1 slot, A1 is it is already came out, B we have not B A2, therefore this box is empty, that is A2 box is empty, we are writing that is B2, and C box is empty, C line is empty because we don't have there any data, therefore C is empty. We have the data of in line D, that is D2, therefore box D2, and E2, so third last is the box. So this first figure shows the synchronous TDM, whereas in figure B, statistical time division multiplexer, in which no slot is left empty as long as there is as long as there are data to be sent by any input line. So in figure B, we have line A, that is we have one data, that is A. In line B, we have two data, that is B1 and B2. In line C, there is no data. In line D, we have the data D1 and D2. In line E, we have the data, that is E2. So therefore the output frame is, in first frame we have A1, we don't have A2. So therefore we write A1 only. Then next, that is we have the B1. Third, we don't have any C1, so that is empty box as it is. We have D1, then we don't have E1. So in the second frame we have B2 and not the A1, A2. We don't have A2. So next, C is blank. C line is blank, and D line is D2 and E2. So this is the representation of time division multiplexer for synchronous and statistical techniques. Let us see the difference between frequency division multiplexer and time division multiplexer. So as we study, the technique of frequency division multiplexing is used majorly in case of analog signal transmission, while the time division multiplexing is digital signal transmission scheme. In TDM multiple signals are transmitted in different time domain. Thus, the chance of crosstalk between the signals are negligible. However, in FDM, signals are allotted different frequency slots. This leads to possibility of crosstalk while signal transmission. in TDM techniques require synchronized signal transmission as time slot to each signal is pre-assigned. Thus, being of each pulse of requires a synchronization pulse. While in FDM, such synchronization pulse is required. No such synchronization pulse is required. The circuit orientation of FDM is quite complex, whereas that of TDM is simple. The FDM offers low efficiency because that technique is more prone to cause interference while transmission, whereas in TDM is highly efficient because the chance of interference are less in its case. As the signals are getting transmitted different time slots in TDM, thus it leads to propagate delay. However, in FDM does not cause a delay in propagation. Let us see some questions on this. Examples of severage example of separation system is, the answer is synchronous TDM. Which of the following is digital multiplexing method? Synchronous TDM and asynchronous TDM. So we studied TDM, that is time division multiplexing, is use the technique of digital. Which multiplexing techniques transmits digital signals? Synchronous and non-synchronous TDM. In next question is, in synchronous TDM, for n signal sources of same data rate, each frame contain dash slots, that is n slot. In we studied now only, that is in TDM we have the data rate. Thank you.